D.
So Anthony Edwards comes in clutch during the fourth quarter, 16 points in the final frame. He finishes with 36 and a win, 114 to 109, as we are all tied up in the West semis between the San Antonio Spurs and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Welcome to NBA Showtime. Back here in the studio, Maria Taylor alongside the Hall of Famers Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, and Carmelo Anthony. In a game with so many different storylines that starts with Wemby being ejected, 8:39 left in the second quarter with the flagrant 2. And then we get to the win with the Timberwolves, and Jaden McDaniels is ready to talk to us, so let's just start with him and the conversation. Jaden, for you guys, I'm just curious. You take us back to the second quarter. We see Wemby go out, and then you guys have an opportunity to tie up this series, obviously. What goes through your mind? What are the conversations you're having when you're prepared to play against Victor the entire game, and he's out during the second quarter?
Really just keep being aggressive. I know that even when he's in the game, we try to get in the paint and attack him. So even when their backup big is in, try to stay as aggressive and just make the right reads. And it changes the dynamic of our offense a little bit, but we just got to continue to attack and get in the paint.
Jaden, T-Mac here. You had a phenomenal series in that first series. And coming into this series, this is a different challenge. What poses that challenge for you on the offensive end? Because you're struggling with your shot a little bit. Defense has been incredible, but your shot has been struggling a little bit. How you get back to playing and shooting efficiently on the offensive end?
Really just trust the work I put in. I mean, you know, you go through ups and downs, but really just continuing to work, and not worry about the misses, just and staying confident and throughout the misses and make. So really just staying true to myself and continuing to work.
Jay, you typically have the Wemby assignment, and the moment that he got kind of tossed tonight, your defensive strategy completely changed. Kind of walk us through what you saw open up for Minnesota at the end of the game.
Really just us being able to pressure, and then knowing that, because Wemby's kind of like they bailout pass, you know, he's so tall, so just knowing that he's not there and that we can pressure as much as we can and not let them run their sets, and then just transition, we got to get back. They was running super fast on us. But other than that, we got to handle transition. Our off half-court defense is going to be great every time.
Jaden, this VC. Can you tell us what will it take for you guys to win Game 5?
Stay together. How this same as this game. We was down. We go through adversity. It don't matter when the time of the game is that we're going through it. Just staying together, staying confident. And whoever's night it is, if tonight it's Ant's night, we're going to feed the high hand. And it don't matter. It's the playoffs. Whoever does good, if you do bad, suck it up, and you just got to move to the next one and just win the game.
I love that you brought up Ant-Man, 16 points in the fourth quarter. Obviously, he's super clutch, and you always know having that guy on your side, you can probably do anything. Can you speak to the confidence he allows you guys to have going into any series that you play in the postseason?
Yeah, he's always feeding confidence, putting that battery in our back. And I'll say just when we get the ball, he's always telling us to be aggressive because they doubling them, and it just makes it more space for us to go attack, find each other. And then he knows he's going to get the rock, and he's going to be able to show out when it's time. So he just trusts us, and we trust him as well.
Hey, J-Mac, it's Mother's Day, man. Can we get a shout-out to your mom, and can we get a smile?
Yeah, shout out to my mom. Appreciate you. I love you, and appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Jaden McDaniels. We always jump
like,
waiting for the smile.
I can't see y'all, so I can't see y'all.
Yeah, there it goes. There's the smile on a Mother's Day. And he got a win for Mama.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Yep.
We love to see it. Look, 6 players in double figures for Minnesota in this victory, and really shot the ball better than they have so far, 44% from the field. They needed that in this in order to tie it up. They do a great job also protecting that home court, the target center. I think that's very important for them. But let's get into what Reid also meant to this game. There were several times. First of all, he's the one that got hit by Wemby. We saw him get hit maybe twice in the head. We saw him go down with the ankle, but every time he got up, and it was necessary for him to get up, VC, because they needed him down the stretch.
Yeah, when he got back in the game, he had the big drive on Cornette for the layup. He had the big offensive rebound. So that's just understanding how important you are to the team and what is needed regardless of your injury. Yes, most guys are hurt in the postseason, but at the same time, if you still can go out there, and he did that. He got beat up tonight, coach. Yeah,
he finger rolled him.
He
finger rolled him into the rim.
Yeah, he took a beating tonight, but at the same time, he showed up for the team.
Yeah, he has that ability. I was pleased with how he played at the end of this game. But for me, it's Because every night poses a different challenge of who is going to step up. And when you go back to game one, to me, Julius Randle was phenomenal in game one. But we haven't seen that Julius Randle since game one, right? And I'm looking at his attempts. Game one, he had 20 attempts. He hasn't had remotely close to that in the last few games. So if they want to go into San Antonio and knock them off, and I'm sure Wemby is going to be back, they're going to need more from Julius Randle on the defensive side of the ball and also offensively, because Ant-Man is doing everything that he can on the offensive end, and we just don't know how much more he can give us.
What frustrated you with Julius tonight? Like, he shied away. I think he had the advantage in the post. If he runs down in transition, get an early post up, things like that. I think that's one of the things that it sounded like you were frustrated with, but I think that's, if there's no Wemby, his ability to score in the paint gives them the advantage, and it opens up open shots because he's a great passer.
And I think probably on average, Wemby probably maybe sits down 10 or 11 minutes. I think Minnesota has to take advantage of those minutes while he's sitting on the bench. But for me, with Julius Randle, because he's so big and strong and very talented, I wouldn't be lazy in transition. When we get in that rebound, I'm sprinting, getting ahead of everybody, right? Because that gives me an opportunity to score before their defense is set up. When their defense is set up and Wemby is back there, you're not really getting too many opportunities 15 feet and in, because he's covering all that ground. So for me,
especially when Wemby is out. When, Wemby was out, and Julius, for him to get those early post-ups that you recommended, he has to sprint the court. He got to run the court. You mentioned that a couple of times watching the game. Like, why is he at half court when the offense is already ahead of him? If he can switch that and get them early post-ups in transition, get 6 to 8 points early offense, that opens it up for him everywhere.
Bro. Absolutely.
Well, that's something that's left on the table, and they still walk away with the win. Obviously, this game is going to look completely different when Wemby's able to play more than 12 minutes and 29 seconds. That's all he was able to put in for this one. But the Spurs were still in it, though, Melo, throughout this game. I mean, they could have won this game without Wemby, which we've seen them do repeatedly over the course of the regular season as he sat out those 18 games. But what was your takeaway from what we saw from San Antonio without Wemby in this game?
Just no Wemby. No, honestly, it's when you start the game with Wemby, and then you end the game without Wemby, and something, obviously something happened and Wemby got ejected, but it's a different game plan now. We got to switch it up. And we on the road, too. So Minnesota kept their foot on the gas and kept his foot on the gas. Dylan Harper was amazing tonight, 8 for 11, 24 points. Stephon Castle, I thought De'Aaron Fox kind of went cold, last 5-6 minutes in that fourth quarter kind of hurt them a little bit. But when you talk about Dylan Harper and what he's bringing off the bench, that energy. You talking about getting downhill. He's an attack downhill. He's going north and south. So that allows Stephon Castle to be a lot more aggressive in his role on the team, offensively, also defensively too, because now he can gamble more. He can get in the passing lanes. He can be a little bit more aggressive on the ball. So I think Dylan Harper, his imprint on this game today, even though they didn't win the basketball game, it's a good sign for them going into Game 5.
Yeah, well, listen, this is the second time that ultimately the Spurs have had to play without Wemby for extended time in one game. Remember, against Portland, went down with that concussion that happened in the second quarter, and obviously the ejection in the second quarter of this game. Let's hear from their head coach, Mitch Johnson, who's stepping up to the podium to address the media.
So it's sounding to me like there's something differently you'd like to see from the officiate him.
I just think that the amount of physicality that people play with him, at some level you have to protect yourself. Every single play on every single part of the floor, people are trying to impose their physicality on him. I get it, we get it, that's part of the game. But at some stage, he's gotten chucked, he's gotten pushed down in transition, running freely, all the stuff. He doesn't complain one time. We don't complain because we're just gonna play. We don't really give a shit, excuse my language. But at some stage, he should be protected, and if not, he's gonna have to protect himself, and unfortunately, stuff like that happens.
Do you think in protecting himself, his reaction was in frustration then?
No, I think it's in getting hit on every play. And so, at times you have to create a lead, get a rebound, get a catch, try to stop them from scoring, protect the ball. And so, it's gotten to the point I don't know what else to tell him. We've tried to give him fundamental direction on how to deal with it. And at times it seems like that's not enough.
By the letter of the law, I think the league is supposed to look at this tomorrow and decide about his status for the next game. Do you think there's any possibility that he should be suspended for the next game?
No. Again, I don't even know the legality or the rules, but there was zero intent. They did what they did because of the outcome of the play. So be it. But to have anything on top of that, I think would be ridiculous.
Coach, how do you think the guys responded after he got ejected and just maintaining composure and keeping the phone against?
Phenomenal. Had a chance to win, things we could have been better at. Didn't close it out the way we wanted to, but I thought the reaction obviously was phenomenal. I mean, we were leading there until the end, and they made some shots. We didn't finish the possession with some rebounds, got some tough whistles. But Minnesota made some plays, and they finished the game. But I thought the guys reacted in a phenomenal way.
Well, Mitch Johnson says that there would be no reason for a continued suspension for Wemby here. You guys agree with that sentiment?
I agree.
Yep.
We're going to see Wemby Tuesday. We're going to have him on NBC right here.
There's no way they looking for an suspension on this right now. No way. Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
Yeah, we're not even going to get into that. We'll see Wemby Tuesday night.
Okay.
We're covering that game.
Well, the league
no
will
more
review
chop
it.
blocks.
You listen, the league reviews. They'll deliver a decision if further punishment is necessary. But the question
Come on,
is,
league.
who had a worse night? Did Wemby have a worse
Vince.
night? Or the guy sitting
That's
there?
how Wemby was
Cuzzo did. Hey, y'all.
Hey, after he said, I'm suspended.
He say, what's the
I'm
ejection?
ejected? Me?
I'm ejected?
You're ejected, Vince? I'm
good.
ejected. He's like the pick number six. Me?
I'm
That's
better
me?
now. I'm better now.
Honestly, I think you took it personally.
That's a sick look right there.
I'm better now. See?
Look at that face.
Don't this way. Don't worry about that.
Keep
Don't
it
worry
right
about
there
that.
on him. Keep it right there on him. Ayo DeSumo and Reid all sitting down to speak to the media after their win.
In the fourth quarter, you guys were down 8. You scored 5 straight points. Did you just kind of feel the game slipping away, or kind of what was your mindset during that portion of the game to kind of reignite the team?
Today is Mother's Day, and so I just wanted to win for my mom, and it was just that simple.
Was she on your mind all day today? Or
For sure,
kind of, yeah.
for sure, yeah. I couldn't lose this game for her, for sure.
And what have you learned? And what have you learned over these years? How have you grown as a person without your mother and grandmother? It's draft season, and people remember the photo of you getting drafted. How have you grown as a person since?
I mean, the older you get, the more mature you get, but I think it's not just about me, it's the people around me. The people around me, man, they're not just like yes men. It's not a bunch of people that are just willing to do anything you say. These people really want to see me succeed, and they don't let me take a day off. They stay on me. So I appreciate everybody that's in my circle, but that's enough about me. Let's ask about my team.
I can do that. Nas, you check into the game there at the end, and you're next to both Julius and Rudy. Seeing that a little bit in the postseason. What kind of goes through your mind or like the group's mind when you guys go with that really big lineup?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even noticed that. I ain't gonna front. I'm just hooping for real, just trying to make plays. I do more than scoring, so I'm just trying to make plays wherever I could do, whether it's passing, rebounding, diving on the floor, helping my teammates, get to the basket, screening, whatever I could do. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even notice that.
And when they don't have Wembanyama out there for the second half of the game, what changes about the way that you guys approach offense?
I don't know. Honestly, man, I think it was kind of harder just because, I mean, of course, they're a really great team with him on the floor, but they play a lot slower when he's on the floor because, everything is evolved around him. When he's not on the floor, everybody is playing. It's just like, when every team is missing their best player, everybody plays free. They get more shots, more confident. So I think it was a lot harder, honestly.
Nas, in terms of taking the elbow, were you surprised? How much did it impact you? How much did it hurt? And have you been hit like that before in this game?
Pain is weakness leaving the body. That's it.
And you want to talk about your teammates? Finchie just talked about Nas's defense this whole series. Can you talk about what he's contributed?
Yeah, man. I tell Nas all the time, if he's guarding at a high level, we're a hard team to beat. But it's not just his defense, it's his offense. Like, his 3-ball wasn't falling today, and I told him, you know, play off the catch. Like, they're going to run you off the line just because they know you're a great shooter. And find other players, find your teammates, get to the rim, crash the offensive glass, and he did all that. He had a big-time rebound at the end of the game to kind of seal the game. And, yeah, he just been playing hard for us, like, this entire time, man. He dive on the floor. He do all the little things that other people don't want to do. So, yeah, he know I love him. That's my brother.
I know stylistically you said it kind of shifted, without Wembanyama out there. But did you all feel it felt like late? You got a lot of stuff at the rim. Did you feel like the rim was a little bit more open?
Yeah, of course.
In the
Yeah,
fourth?
of course. I mean, everybody know the rim's gonna be a lot more open when he's not on the floor. But for them offensively, yeah, they play a lot more loose when he's not on the floor also. But yeah, I mean, he's 8 feet tall, so he gonna cover up the rim anytime he's on the floor.
Haya, you had a very good energetic game within the third minute. What mindset do you have in the fourth quarter?
Who you talking to?
Ayo.
Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the last 3 minutes. It was very energetic for you. What was your mindset like, towards that moment?
I just wanted to help impact the game any way I could. Of course, 3 for 12, I didn't have the best offensive night, but, you can't control the ball going in the hoop. You can always control your mindset, your attitude, being there for my teammates the whole game, man. Down the stretch when my number was called, I just wanted to be there and help my team get the win. And this time of the year, it's all about getting the win. And I just wanted to help contribute any way that I could down the stretch.
All right, so Minnesota gets the win.
Just shot the first quarter, man.
Knicks, let's get into it. Looking for the sweep against Philly. The only smiles you see were in that pregame warm-up. Yeah, the brooms were already out. Let's get to it. Deuce McBride in for OG Anunoby.
Hey, VC, do you mind taking over these highlights for me today?
You don't even want to do that. You don't even want to do it.
Okay, Cat hit the 3 right there.
Okay, yep, he hit a 3.
Another 3 right
a 3
there.
for you.
You
get a 3.
You get a 3. It's your turn.
Shabbat, you get a 3.
You get a 3.
Keep going,
You get you a 3.
Get you a 3.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see. Deuce, you get a wide open. Wait a minute.
The Knicks made 11 of
You get a 3.
Oh, my goodness. Jalen Brunson.
Made threes, bro. 25 made threes. You're not
Wait.
winning that game.
Another one.
Right back at you.
That thing, it wasn't even touching the rim, bro.
100 points in 3 quarters is crazy, bro.
Listen, guys, the Knicks 25 made threes ties an NBA playoff record. Nick Nurse game. Nick Nurse went to sleep.
Man, we understand, Nick.
Yeah, we understand. Try again next year, man.
Okay, let's talk about how dominating the win was. 144 points, the new franchise record for most points in a playoff game. This was the Knicks' 7th straight playoff win, which is the most consecutive postseason wins in Knicks history, and they are now back-to-back conference finalists for the 2nd straight season. More than impressive. Let's hear what their head coach, Mike Brown, had to say after the game.
They've tried to take it to another level with their focus on the details and their energy and effort level. And that's a lot of reason why we're playing pretty good basketball. As when you talk about the elite and the great in any business, I don't care what business you're in, there's one word that stands out. It's the word consistency. The elite do it every freaking play, even if it gets boring or monotonous, and that's what we have to figure out to see if we can do. If we can do it every play, then we have a chance to be elite.
Tyrese, can you describe what it was like playing again against the Knicks here, where their fans come down here and kind of take over your home arena? Do you use it as fuel going
it
forward in any way?
absolutely sucks, if I'm being honest. It just sucks, bro. It just sucks, man. It just sucks. That's really all I can say about it, man. It's hard. It's definitely difficult. You know what I'm saying? And it's only one way to put a stop to it, and it's we have to go out there and win these games. Just being completely honest, we were better when we played them in the Garden this entire season. I know we lost game 2 and 1, but game 2 was better. Regular season was better. Here we was, I was telling them it felt louder here for them than it did in the Garden. And it's but we got to put a stop to it as a team. Winning these games, that's what's going to make, our fans like louder than theirs or whatever. I don't know how to keep them out. I don't know the logistics of it, but you know, it does suck. I can't even lie. It definitely does suck.
Tarius doesn't know what to say, but we would like to say that the party is over for the 76ers, so we're going to turn off the lights.
It was real, though, man.
Yeah.
PG, tell me where you going on vacation, man. Might meet you there, bro.
It was good to see Joel back, though, man. You know
The question is, who had a worse night? Was it Nick Nurse, the 76ers, when he had to lean back, take a deep breath?
That's a frustrated man, right?
Or was it Vince Carter?
ABC. You know what? You my guy. I'm gonna go with Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse had the worst night.
But we had a pretty.
You got a number 6 pick.
It just caught me off guard.
You got a number 6 pick.
That's all. Just caught off guard.
It's like the lighting, like you look dark. You know what I mean? Like you're grimacing, like it was really all bad. Like you were
It was a
really
dark
down
moment
bad.
for
You know
him.
what
I didn't really have. I didn't have the
spotlight on you,
NBC. Yeah,
They had Studio One lights.
I
didn't have Studio One lights.
Yeah,
Studio One
you
lights.
got some life to you.
Look at
that.
Hang in there, boy. We good. We good.
Well, just like we just did Philly, man. We turned off the light.
We turned off.
And NBA turned off y'all light since y'all ain't get the top 4.
We're good, bro.
So you like this?
I'm better now.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
All right.
Okay, let's
You
talk
good?
about.
I'm good, cuz. I always
Yeah, the
want to
Brooklyn
check on
Nets
Big
colors.
Cuz.
I didn't realize you had the colors on today.
Come on, man. I thought this through.
My guy. Yeah, my guy.
Back to the drawing board.
All right, let's talk about who actually was great today. The New York Knicks. They showed up, showed out,
They did.
scored 144 points. They're setting franchise records, doing what they do. They've won all their postseason games by an average of 19 points. They've just looked good while doing it. It seems like all of the pieces to the puzzle are finally coming together for the Knicks. What did you notice about this second-round series?
Well, there was a lot of advantages for them, right? They have a guy that can average 30, average 35. They have a closer and Jalen Brunson. But then they have these guys like the Josh Harts that's just going to outplay you. You have to match his energy. A lot of stuff is not going to show up on the stat sheet with him, but man, does he have an impact on winning. And then to see Mikal Bridges come around, like he struggled a little bit in that, well, not a little bit. He struggled a lot in the regular season.
Yeah.
But in that latter part of the first round and coming out in this playoff series, he's just been magnificent. And with him playing like that, I know OG is out right now, so we're going to wait till he come back. But with Mikal Bridges playing this way, this really, in my eyes, improves their roster and improves my mindset on how I view the New York Knicks in terms of how far they can go now.
Okay.
Right? I didn't see this before, but with all these guys playing well, Mitchell Robinson has had, I mean, the impact he had on the defensive end and rebounded. I think they could go to the finals. And.
Okay.
Uh-oh, it's more.
And.
It's more.
And. I think whoever, not saying they can win it, but whoever they play against, I think they'll give them a run. 6 or 7 games it will go because of how they're playing right now. Now, it was the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid is not 100%. It was for them offensively because they're clicking on all cylinders. It was easy to find shots because he's in a drop coverage. He can't recover on these guys. So for me, I love where they're at. It's just, it's hard to identify if they're really clicking like that because of 76ers, but I'm going to say they are now.
I'm going to take it and I'm going to leave the rest for you since you took all the time. Mike Brown. Mike Brown is the guy that I think deserves a lot of credit because there were a lot of
credit.
There were a lot of
something else.
You know, no, you didn't. You gave players. You named half the roster, but not the coach.
Wasn't here.
So we're on the back end of this. Pause. So I think Mike Brown, his willingness to change the look of and the style of the offense, opened up Mikal Bridges' ability to play freely, allowing Cat to be, the facilitator, but opening the floor up to have driving lanes as well, which open up now Deuce McBride shooting, Landry Shamet comes in, and everybody now is playing with confidence. So I heard you say earlier about the conversation we had with Cat not knowing what's his role to I know definitely what I'm supposed to do for this team, and it changed the look in the series.
Yeah, this team is, I said it earlier, this team has came together at the right time and got it clicking at the right time. I think one of the biggest adjustments was moving Cat around on the offensive end. And putting him at the top of the key and letting him pass the ball and see the court the way he's been seeing the court. As a result of that, Mikal Bridges is average 17 and a half this series. You know, so it's because he's moving with Mikal is moving without the ball. He's cutting without the ball. Cat, the way he passes the ball, it doesn't get enough. It's not talked about enough because the way he can see the ball, the way he can see the floor, he's 7 foot, he can shoot. He's a dual threat out there, and I don't think Philly had an answer for him. Also, you didn't know what Cat was going to play today. You didn't know if he was just going to pass and rebound and do all the little things, or he was going to come out and shoot threes and score points. You didn't know which Cat, and then JB just brought him home.
Yeah, what having him at the top of the key with the ball in his hands, what people don't understand, like just to see the ball go in the basket just gives you, you know, the utmost confidence. So when you don't have to work all the time, having the ball and creating shots when someone can create an easy basket for you, like, you know, Mikal Bridges, what Cat has done for him, now the jumper is easy. And I feel confident taking that jumper. Whereas if I don't have no rhythm, I'm a little hesitant about taking some of those shots. And even when I do take, I'm not shooting with confidence. You could tell he's shooting with confidence because he's running full speed in transition up top.
He getting out of there.
He getting out of there, man. He wants it down. So shout out to Mike Brown. Good job, Cuzzo. I said that earlier.
There we go. They unlocked Cat in the postseason. 10 assists also in this game.
He did.
The Pistons taking on Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs in Game 4. That'll happen right here on NBC and Peacock. Then it's SGA and the Thunder looking to sweep LeBron and the Lakers. Tip-off for that game is set just after 10:30 p.m. on Prime. Let's talk about our game, guys. The Pistons and the Cavaliers looked like a different Cavs team, especially in the clutch. James Harden had 19 points. Donovan Mitchell had 35 points and 10 rebounds. They did what they always do at home. They get a win in the postseason. The question is, can they duplicate that performance again, Melo, in Game 4? She called on me.
You just gotta not say something. That she won't. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I do think James. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say James is gonna duplicate his performance. He has to be thinking about this. I'm sure he's gonna say he don't hear the noise. He don't care about the noise. But if I'm in his position, I'm going to play. Like, I don't care about nothing else. I'm going to win this basketball game, and I got to do what I got to do to win this basketball game by any means necessary. I can't come out and have 3 shots in the second half or the fourth quarter like he did in I think that was Game 2. You can't do that. You have to assert yourself into this game from the beginning. Let the Cleveland Cavaliers know, let the fans know, James Harden is here, second round, and I got this team. And that's the mentality that he got to bring.
The approach, I think he needs also, I typically say, you know, your stars getting guys involved early. I think tomorrow is James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, first quarter statement. You know, and then from there, you figure out, like, I mean, still, we know when James Harden gets into the paint, he's going to make the right play. I understand that. But if you're going to get somebody going, it should be this guy, Donovan Mitchell. I think when he starts fast, he plays with confidence, and he can do stuff like that. Donovan Mitchell feeling confident, seeing the ball go in the basket is a good thing for their team because it opens up a lot of things. Now he forces Detroit to have to double, to have to put a couple of bodies on him, and then he'll make the right plays from there. But I think starting the game off, it's not, let's get Evan Mobley. No, I need to get Donovan Mitchell going to set up the table for the rest of the
I think the way Donovan Mitchell played in the last game, I think he's going to have a lot of attention on him.
Yeah.
Right? That game plan is definitely going to be different from Detroit's standpoint. As far as James, it's just take care of the ball. Like, we know he could play the game, right? And whatever the defense, whatever that reads, he's going to figure that out. But it's all about taking care of the ball, getting possessions to where they're great shots, right? And get in a rhythm early in the game. So when you get to the fourth quarter, Donovan Mitchell's receiving double teams, all that attention is on him. Now you have your rhythm, and you could be able to close out that game like you did. But it's not, you know, going back to the ISO, the over-dribbling. Get to it, James. Get to it, because when you get to it, you're a great basketball player, and you minimize the mistakes that you make out there. And I think when you make those mistakes, that's when Detroit is at their best. Yeah. Shots are already hard to come by because they're such a daggone great defensive team. What you got?
No, I think the difference for Harden between Game 2 and Game 3 was just that. He stopped trying to hunt the foul, and just like you said, he got to it. He did not try to search because he couldn't beat a guy off the dribble, which he really forced. I mean, put himself in harm's way with a lot of turnovers. Game 3 was a totally different approach. It was get 1 or 2 dribbles, get between, double teams, get off the ball, whatever the case, making the right play.
That's what I was about to say. When you coming off pick and rolls, depending on how they guard you, if it's a double team, stretch the big out, get off of it, right? Just that simple. And if they're in the drop coverage, make sure your big is setting a great screen to get downhill, and if that big is back further enough, take your mid-range. Just keep it simple.
He usually do that, though. Like, this is James Harden we talk about. He usually plays that way, make the right passes, make the right plays.
I think he put a lot of pressure on himself
to get it done.
He just struggled early in this series. Remember, they had 20 turnovers. I think it was game 1, and then Detroit scored 25 points off those turnovers. Just one thing to mention. Remember Cade Cunningham? He had those 2 turnovers at the end of the game. I just have a feeling that no matter what in the clutch, he's going to be solid.
He's not doing that.
He's not doing that.
He's not doing that.
But I think a dose of that is for him. He can't have 8 turnovers. As well. You eliminate 8 turnovers, it's a different ball game for the Detroit.
And the casual turnovers, right? The uncharacteristic turnovers.
You know, guys, I spent my Mother's Day.
We love you too, baby.
If I had to for my baby,
it's been
this
real.
is the
Happy
only
Mother's
place I
Day.
would want to be.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms
everybody.
out there. Thank you for joining us on NBA Showtime. We hope you enjoyed the show and you enjoyed all of the matchups that you were able to watch today. The Knicks, they rolled, and also the Timberwolves, all tied up 2-2 against the Spurs. All of them. Just keep naming names.